Alright, today I want to go over a little paint correction. So today, here's my scan grip. This is what they call a sunlight. It finds all the imperfections in the paint, swirls and scratches and everything. Gives you a pretty accurate reading compared to having the car out in the sun, which is not good for when you're polishing due to heat. So I'm going to go around the car with this light and just kind of give a little quick tutorial on what true paint correction really is. As you can see right here, this Mercedes, this is a very, very clean car. I mean, it came in, it's super clean. And to most people's standards, they would probably be happy with it. But this is a new owner that just picked this car up for his wife, and he noticed all the imperfections in the swirls when the sunlight was hitting his car. Obviously in the shade. And if you look at it now, it looks totally glossy. Not bad. But when you put direct light on it, you see all the imperfections. These are microscopic scratches. All that you're seeing right here is what's called spider webbing. That's pretty much the only imperfections that were on this car. A lot of cars will come in and they'll suffer from hologramming, which is just improper polishing, people not finishing it down correctly. But this car just suffers from a lot of spider webbing. So the proper way to remove these is with a compounding polish. That's a very aggressive polish. It's going to actually cut or shave your clear coat down. It's going to take off a microscopic layer and level your clear coat. It's like you're shaving it down. So now that you've seen that side, over on this side, you can see there's much more optical clarity. It probably doesn't show up great in this video. To me, this doesn't look perfect. This is just a one-stage polish. This is the cutting stage. And so in person, this paint looks a little bit cloudy and milky to me. And the reason is that the polish that I used is pretty aggressive and it doesn't finish out perfect, but that's not what it's designed to do. The purpose is to remove, see, I'm gonna have to go over this fender again right here. But the purpose of this polish is to cut. This is the shaving process. This is gonna remove those deeper imperfections. And because it's an aggressive polish, it doesn't finish down fine. Or I should say an aggressive compound. So I'm gonna have to go over this one more time on this side with a finer polish, which is gonna get rid of that haziness that I see, the cloudiness, like the milky grayish. And maybe you can see right here, I pushed a little bit harder on this area because it was a deeper scratch, so it's even more cloudy right here. You can see that. So see this section right here is kind of milky looking compared to that section. So when I go over this whole quarter, it will be back to black. So deep. I was unable to get that out. But otherwise, this car is going to be like super, super black when we get finished with it. So when you take your car into a detail shop and they say they're going to buff it, beware. Because a lot of times, all they're going to do is take a glazing polish, which is going to fill in all these scratches and swirls that you see. And your car is going to look amazing. You're going to be so happy and excited about it. And then the first time you wash it, or maybe the second time you wash it, or after a couple of rainstorms, it's going to look like this again. So when you pick it up, it'll look like this. Nice and clear. And then after a wash, it looks like this. And the reason is they're not using a compound polish, they're using a glaze polish. And glaze polishes are full of oils, and they just fill all the swirls and the scratches. They don't remove them. We make sure we are actually shaving down your clear coat and removing all the imperfections. So I haven't done this section right in here yet. Look at that. That's horrible. There's several little curves right here because of the body lines. I haven't worked the polisher in there yet. But look at that. Versus right here, which to me, obviously, it doesn't show that well on this camera, but it's still kind of cloudy and milky, but it looks 10 times better than right here. So anyway, I just wanted to give a little heads up. If you're thinking about getting your car paint corrected or, you know, air quotes, buffed, then make sure whoever you're taking it to is educated and that they're using quality products, especially the right compounds, and not just glazes. Like I said, glazes look good for a week, 2 weeks, If you've ever had your car polished and it looked good for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden it looked horrible, like you never had it done again, then that's what happened.